See if it'll work. I know it wasn't working earlier and it was giving me like a tinny whatever in the background. So you guys are about to have um, a life changing event happen to you for you. Something is about to change and it's about to be really good. This is like you're going to be comparing yourself then, now, and like you can just see yourself progressing. Like something's about big is about to happen, a big explosion. That like it's like that big thing for you. This is like what really gets your life and things in momentum going for you. Someone's also supposed to get back. Someone's waiting on one test result or two. Like you're waiting for your grades as well, and you got like a B, like you passed. So I feel like someone needs to calm down. You got this. You're doing just fine. Yeah, you need to have confidence in everything that you do. Have confidence because guess what? You're actually on your way. You're about to have this big moment for you, and it's just gonna change how you feel, how you think. Um, you open up and you're gonna allow yourself accept this. Allow yourself to accept this gracefully as well. Like you work really hard for this. For some of you, you're graduating or you're getting recognized for something, and it's about damn time. Is what I'm hearing. Like you've worked so freaking hard for this, and you're very modest. Like you don't like to accept. You have a hard time accepting um, recognition. For some of you, you have a very hard time accepting these things. You're very stubborn. These are going to be your building blocks to where you need to be. This is going to be like the new you. Like right now, you're creating, like you're sculpting your new you, your new future self. If that makes sense. Um, like you're awakening. This is about the universe is handing us to you. Are you ready? Are you ready to accept this with open arms, or are you gonna not accept this? You manifested this. Like for some of you, you're afraid that you don't have all the tools you actually need. But in quite honestly, you have exactly what you need. Someone also has some type of Congo shell or some type of shell. You might listen to this, you might calm you, or might think it's the water or whatever. Um, some of you are thinking about going rafting, but there's about to be something that you manifested into this existence, into this life. You finally manifested this into reality. Some of you are might even be thinking about purchasing roses or some type of bushing, like that. That's for someone as well, or maybe just like a bush, like you are looking for some type of flower to put outside your home. Um, for some of you, might even be drawn to like Egyptian things, like you might even be looking for some type of stonework to put outside your home. So that's something specific for someone. Maybe even be purchasing new furniture for your home. Someone wants to just hide away with you, and this could be the life changing thing that someone wants to come in. Someone wants to come in. Like you might even be having a lot of people all of a sudden coming at you, and this is what's really life changing for you. You're not so used to having all this attention. Like all of a sudden, you're getting some type of attention, some type of recognition. What are you searching for? What have you been searching for? Some of you, I'm hearing reconcile differences. Some of you, um, what changed your life is finally getting that separation, that divorce that you were looking for, that you needed to get in order to move forward. Okay, for some of you, you're having a dream about what is coming in for you. So like you reap what you sow is what I heard, but you're harvesting what. So what did you do in order to get to where you are now? The work and you did the work that you needed to do for whatever it is that you're harvesting, it's going to turn out well. If you are expecting to cash in on something you didn't do, you didn't put the work in, just so you know, your spirit guides, these person spirit guides, they see you and you can't cash in on this person's stuff. So if you're trying to harness someone else's energy, if you're trying to harness someone else's blessings, it's gonna backfire on you because they're her her or his um spirit guides will not allow that shit. It's like it's gonna go up in flames on you. This is your third strike for some of you. You've tried to do this several times. You've tried to steal their transformation from them as well. For some of you, you had this person eating out of your hands, and you thought you could like um, manipulate them in such a way in order to give in. Some of you tamed that dragon from within, like the beast within. Okay, another message for someone. You're you're dabbling in something you shouldn't be dabbling in if you're not actually if you didn't put the work in. You're dabbling in something that's not gonna concoct the right. Like if you're trying to concoct a plan against someone that is very, excuse me, this cave. This might be specific to someone. Like I feel like someone thought that they could tame some type of dragon. They did tame a beast from within. Someone feels like they're unlovable. Someone's making someone feel unlovable. They were someone's making someone feel unlovable. Like someone was being very manipulative. Someone's being intrusive. Someone feels like someone's being intrusive. Someone's looking for something that will never leave. Okay, for some of you, I'm gonna be honest with you. You have an older woman or an older person of you, above you. They are being manipulative. They are aware of your gifts. They actually want to use them against you in some way, shape, or form. For some of you, this person's trying to say that you are crazy, that you're being manipulative. You might be even being manipulative to your children if you have children. Like this person wants to see you not do good. Like they want whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're working towards, they want it to like fail. So you have someone, doesn't even have to be a female, you just have someone, you could actually be with this, known this person for a while, and this is why it's like an older connection. You've known this person for a while, you've had history, doesn't even have to be someone in your family, it could just be someone that you consider family or very knowledgeable or whatever. This person's being trying to be very manipulative towards you and use your gifts towards their own good because maybe you are a little You might come off as naive, but I feel like you hold back a lot. Like you hold that beast within. Like you hide a lot of stuff. You hide a lot of knowledge. Like you are very, very powerful in your own right, but you kind of hold things at bay. Like you have this very fine line of what you actually um, depict on the outside, what you actually allow certain people to know. Like you hold back quite a bit. The number 13 could be significant, or the number 11 or 3. um, you do hold back a lot. You're fearing that if you actually showed people who you really were, people would become scared and afraid of you if you really spoke what you hear or knew or see, what you can really manifest. Um, there's no bounds. I heard there's no bounds of what you can manifest. Um, you've done this in many lives. For some of you, you know those old stories of like mermaids and uh, and pirates. So that's something for someone. Someone feels like that was their past life, that they were a mermaid, that they were a witch in the past life, and they might have possibly been drowned. For some of you, for others, you were hunted by people who specifically was looking for people like you. So you were hunted out, and this is also another reason why I feel like in this life you hold back so much, is because in a past life you were burned at the stake, you were drowned, you were seen as a evil or whatever. Like people really were scared of your gifts and your power, so they took you out. And I feel like this is why you fear coming out now. This is why it took you so long to show your gifts to others, show your abilities to others. You have a lot of gifts, and I don't even mean like magic wise. I mean like you have gifts like your hands. There's something with your hands. You might even work with your hands. You might work with wood. You might be a scriber. um, you might, like I said, work with wood, but like you might even might be artistic in those lines. Your gifts is what's going to bring you in your wealth. So I feel like you need to stop holding back on these gifts and finally just go with it, and you're going to be growing. Like look at all that um foliage and whatnot in the background, like the fruits and like the fruit of your labors. Like your gifts is what's really bringing in, like you're going to be having stacking the money. So keep doing whatever it is that you're drawn to do. Keep whatever you have under that hat. It's time for you to show people. Like it's time to show people that magic that you taught somebody else. Like it's time for you to start showing people the real you, really coming out of your shell and really like being who you really are. And I feel like that is also what's bringing in this great fortune, this great transformation that you have. It's time for you to go through this transformation. It's time for you to speak the wisdom that you know. It's time for you to show people what you're made of. Peace, love, light, and healing.